DJ.
Hey, Em. Long time no see. Oh, and hello, listener.
Guys, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's honestly even been a minute since me and DJ have been able to hang out.
Yeah, because you traveled, and then I traveled, and then immediately upon arriving home from my travels, I got sick.
You did.
And I've been sick for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I could still have a little bit of a cough, but I'm not contagious. I mean, I assume. It's been 3 weeks. I can't be contagious.
We can hope.
Yeah.
If you don't hear pod next week, because DJ was contagious. But welcome back to This, That, and Chit Chat.
Welcome back, you guys.
We've missed you.
Oh, and I miss doing this.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
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 And I just want to thank the 10 million people who asked where the next episode was.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though the same people ask me every day, I appreciate that you care.
Yes, yes. I mean, I will say the only people who ask me are my parents.
Oh.
So you're getting more, which I'm glad about.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom loves the show.
Yeah. And then a lot of people were like, is the show over?
And then they got the pod last week.
And then they got the pod and it was like, the show's not over.
And I was like, haters back off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So welcome.
Welcome back. Any updates for the folks at home?
No, we're in the thick of fall.
We're in the thick of fall.
We still have a fall playlist that people can add to.
How have I actually cut that out of the last episode because it was so far. We can put it in this one.
We have a fall podcast, or fall playlist that we'd love for you. We have a lot of people who've added to it.
Okay. Well, they didn't find out through the... Did you put it on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. You can add to the fall playlist. Check it out on our Instagram.
Love to have you on there.
I just assumed. Oh, it's been a month and a half.
Oh, no, it's still there.
Okay, great. Well, then, yeah. Here's the first time you're hearing about it on the pod.
Perfect.
You've done fall things.
I've done some fall things.
Well, how's your fall been?
I went to a high school football game.
Ooh.
That was early fall.
Yep.
I did that.
Yep.
Went to a corn maze.
Yep.
A hayride.
Nice.
The other night I went to a s'mores bonfire night.
A s'mores bonfire night?
The invite was for a s'mores party, which is my jam.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Good.
And yeah, I dressed up for Halloween.
We both did?
We did.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, so my roommate threw a Halloween party.
Yeah.
Very well attended.
Great party.
Every person except for one dressed up. And like, of all of those people, maybe one had like a thrown together costume, right? Like everyone went all out. I think we've all missed Halloween.
Yeah, I would say that mine was thrown together.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
But it looked good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was thrown together. It was a thrift store costume.
Yeah.
But you put some effort in.
I did.
Yeah.
And you could tell what I was.
Yeah, you didn't just throw on a shirt that you already had.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, and she was a cowgirl.
Yeah.
And I was an F1 driver, and 3 people in the room knew who I was, so.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, anyway. Fun fall. I went to 2 amusement parks where I went to, like, their, haunted houses. That's been my fall experiences, because I've been sick for a lot of fall.
Yeah.
I missed the fall gala, which was so sad.
Yeah, guys, I had a whole, remember our summer camp we went to that was the worst? No offense if you planned it and you were listening. We had one in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't summer camp. It was weekend in Washington, bougie, black tie gala.
Uh-huh.
And DJ got sick.
I got sick. And 2 days before the gala, where I was still sick, was the National Parks concert.
Our first pod meetup. And I just want to give a shout out to Becky, Sam, and Jess who came. And we had a great meetup. It was a great concert.
Yeah.
So maybe, next time we have a meetup, the host will be there.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe. No promises.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
All right.
We're saving reality recap. We know we're really behind, but I'm actually behind because I've been sick, and while I was sick, it sounded overwhelming. But I'm catching up now with Paradise, Love is Blind, Survivor, and The Mole.
Okay, Emily is watching Survivor. I'm going to start Love is Blind season 3 in a little bit, and I was curious about The Mole.
Yeah, I've heard good things about The Mole. It's already over.
Okay.
But,
so should we just wait and watch that one?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. I swear I had that muted. Sorry, guys. I have to work during this because
I'm
in the middle of my busy season. So, I just got an alert, but I don't need to answer it. Anyway. What are we doing now?
We're just... So we're not doing... Did it stop?
No, it's still going.
Oh. So we're not doing a reality recap because we're at least going to catch up on Survivor next.
Yes.
So we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I'm Team Yellow. I don't remember their name right now, but actually, no, I'm not. Just kidding. If you don't love Cody, I don't love you. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Which one's Cody?
Cody's the one that's living. L-I-V-I-N, living.
Okay.
He's like a Bojangle version of Jonathan.
Sure.
Which is already pretty Bojangle, but yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
So we're just going to go into our favorite segment.
Rants, Recs, and Random Questions.
You go first.
Okay. Here's my rant.
Mm-hmm.
Trick-or-treaters.
Oh,
There are not enough of them.
Oh, that's just your street.
Oh, you got a bunch?
We had tons.
We
and
only
some
got
good costumes.
Now, I will say, almost all parents that came to our house were dressed up, which was really cool.
Okay.
With their kids. Most of them, like, in theme with their kids. But, yeah, we got, like, 7 middle schoolers and probably, like, 13 little kids. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got a lot.
I was, like, handing out, like, tons of candy to each of them because, yeah, otherwise we would have ran out.
We couldn't find enough candy, so we were just giving out one at a time.
I wish.
We had a kid come dressed as a stick of butter.
I love that.
It was so good.
We had a girl come as boba tea.
Oh, that's clever.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And then some dude came as, you know, the pizza boy friend from Stranger Things?
Steve?
No. From season 4.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that was the best costume of the night, for sure. I had a thought. In my future home, I think I want to do a costume contest.
Okay.
So everyone comes, and if I think they have a great costume, then I'll write their name on the board as, like, the winner. And at the end of the night, they can come back and check if the name's still there.
Oh.
And if it is, then they win an extra prize beyond candy.
Oh.
I'll do, like, age groups.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do it.
Okay, cool.
Does that sound fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our neighborhood is legit.
Yeah.
So our HOA had a house decorating contest for Halloween.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then they just sent us an email today of all the 4 winners.
Oh, cool.
And they had, it was like trick-or-treating from 5:30 to 8:30, and that was it. And so it was, all the streets were packed. But,
I'm sure.
And then it was just done.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I love that. Did they, it rained.
It did.
So did they come late? They didn't start at 5:30.
Really? Yeah, there was kids the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah.
So jealous.
Yeah.
That's
That was
awesome.
great.
That's very cool. Some organization like that would help, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're expected to be here from this time to this time, so get out there, you know?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, what's your rant?
My rant is fixing car stuff.
Oh.
So, much to the joy of mechanics and some people who have urged me to, I finally got my brake pads fixed this week.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I had waited a little too long, it had ruined my rotors.
Oh, okay.
So, chunk of change.
Sure.
But it's just so pricey.
It is.
And I will tell you, when you tell someone what you've fixed on your car, then afterwards people are like, oh, I could have helped you with that. And I'm like, where were you? People who are good at cars stay quiet about it until after the work has been done.
Well, and, I mean, they could have helped you.
They could have.
But they probably wouldn't have.
They probably wouldn't have.
Yeah. Like, I can change the brakes on my car.
Oh.
But, like, will I? No.
Here you are.
It's a huge hassle.
Popping up after.
I'm not going to change the brakes on my car. It's a huge hassle.
Yeah.
And actually, I take that back. I could change the brakes on my 87. I don't know if I could change the brakes on my 2008.
Okay,
Yeah,
well.
they probably changed.
Yeah, I've had some people who have been like, oh, yeah, I know how to do that. And I'm like, oh, thanks for remaining quiet.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think it's worth it.
Oh, well, okay.
Do it yourself. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have done it.
No, yeah. But it's even less. It's even less worth it to do it for somebody else.
It's worth it for me for someone else to do it for me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. I agree. Car stuff's the worst.
It is.
Yeah.
And so expensive. So that's it.
Here's my rec. Wirecutter.com.
What?
Wirecutter.com.
What is that?
It's a New York Times owned website where they do product reviews.
Okay.
And they're intense about it, right? Like, if they recommend something, multiple testers have tested it over months. They're like, So I just bought this new sound bar
Yeah.
from Wirecutter. It was the budget pick for the best sound bar.
Okay.
It means that I don't have to do the research myself
Okay.
when I'm buying an expensive piece of home equipment.
You're also not just reading a review from someone from Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Who might...
Exactly. I'm not like trusting the Amazon reviews, which can
Yeah.
be faked and often are.
Yeah.
I'm not trusting Best Buy.
Yeah.
And granted, I'm still putting my trust in someone, but I'm putting my trust in someone who like tests things for a living.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to, live with it. Anyway,
Yeah.
love it.
Okay.
I would recommend.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My rec, hockey games.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so last night I went to my first ever hockey game. I've never been to a high school, college, anything. I went to a Caps game, and it is so fun.
Yeah.
We were in the upper bowl, like as high as you could be, and you can still see everything perfectly. You can follow the puck. The Caps put on a great entertainment show, like the lights, the music. At one point, they played a Blink-182 song, and they cut the song off right before the chorus, and everyone just kept singing it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was great. And then, in between the two of the periods, they had, like, third grade hockey players come out and play a little game. They call it Mites on the Ice.
I love that.
It was so cute, and it was so fun. And one kid scored 2 goals, and then they gave him a on the ice interview, and it was just really fun.
That's awesome.
I recommend hockey games.
I've been wanting to go to one because it sounds fun.
Yeah.
Was it? And there were fights, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slamming people up against the boards.
That sounds so fun.
It was good.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
If you're listening to this and you live in the area, invite me to your Caps games.
Okay. If they did a blockbuster movie about your life, who would you want to play you?
Oh. I don't know. Because I don't feel like I look like any celebrity.
Sure.
And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I could have the similar personality as who Emma Stone normally plays.
Oh.
And I'm like, bleh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that's just who came to my mind.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Okay. I like it.
Do you have someone who you would think would play you?
Jake Johnson.
Oh. Okay.
He plays Nick from New Girl, for those of you who don't know people's names.
Or he's from DJ's favorite movie.
Yes, Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
He plays the homeless Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fitting with his Nick Miller.
Yes. Sweatpants Spider-Man is probably a better way to put it.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah.
Okay, you're on an airplane.
Okay.
3 and 3 seats, okay?
Right. Aisle.
Wait.
Oh.
A, B, C,
Okay.
D, E, F.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
got it?
Got it.
Which is your ideal seat?
Well, I don't care as long as it's aisle.
You don't care between C and D?
Why would I care about C and D?
See, I prefer one side. Last time I was on the plane, I was thinking through my order. So
Okay,
my
all right.
order is
Tell me.
A.
You like window?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I never go to the bathroom on a plane.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
I have a tiny bladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A, then F.
Okay.
Other window.
So you like to be on the right side of the plane?
No, I like to be on the left side of the plane.
If you're... Okay.
If I'm sitting on the plane looking forward.
You're on the... Okay. Okay, you like to be on the left side of the plane.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cockpit.
Right, and you're on the left side of the plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
So A.
Okay, sure.
Then F.
Okay.
Then C.
C, then D,
Then D.
then B, then E.
Then E, then B.
What?
I know. But it's just how I live.
What?
I was just sitting there and I was like...
So you'd like to be on the left side of the plane unless you're in the middle.
Actually, no. I lied.
Okay.
A, F.
Yeah.
D, C.
What?
E, B.
What?
I know. I don't get it.
So you want to be on the left side of the plane if you can see out of the window.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise,
Right
the
side
right
of the
side.
plane. I have no preference at the sides.
You're just C or D.
C or D.
Then A or F?
Then A or F. And B or E.
Okay.
And if I'm in B or E, here's the thing. Here's my philosophy on airplanes. Person on the left has the aisle. Mm-hmm. Person on the aisle has the aisle.
Yeah.
Window seat has the window.
Yeah.
Middle seat gets 2 elbow rests.
I agree.
But when I sit in the middle, I'm not going to push that.
Yeah.
So oftentimes, I have no
Yeah.
elbow rest because people are the worst.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my random question. We did get a rant submitted.
Please.
It wasn't submitted as a rant, but I'm gonna put it forward.
Yeah, let us know.
Our good friend Abby Evans let us know that we forgot a Chris in our Chris debate from last episode.
Oh, okay.
Chris Kardashian. Within 12 hours of the podcast being posted, she was like, you forgot Chris Kardashian. So I'm sorry. I don't think she would have made my rankings, but I'm sorry that we didn't include her. I'll be better next time.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess. Okay. I don't... Okay. All right.
Agreed?
No, but you know what? It's her rant.
Yeah.
She can do what she wants with it.
That's on us, Abby. My apologies.
Now on to the topic of the day.
The topic of the day.
Guys, we asked, and you came through because we were planning on just polling from the web.
Yeah.
We were looking...
We're giving advice.
Yeah.
If you don't know.
Yeah. We were going to give advice.
Yeah.
And we were just going to go to advice columns and pull their questions and give answers. But you guys came through.
You did. And as always, disclaimer, we're not experts.
Mm-mm.
We don't know what we're talking about.
But
we're not liable for you following our advice and what happens.
But we do like the sound of our own voice.
We do. And we do have strong opinions about how people should live their
Yeah,
lives.
absolutely.
So, DJ, I'll be reading the questions because I have the app.
You have the Instagram.
Another thing I'd like to preface is, I love our listeners. Okay. I love them.
Good.
I don't know if they always understand the assignment.
Oh, sure.
We had some that I was like, no, I asked for advice.
Yeah.
But I'm going to read them all.
Okay.
Because I think we should reward good behavior
with getting featured on the pod.
Yeah, because you submitted. So I'm just going to go in order.
Okay.
Where are your parents from?
That is not advice.
It's not advice.
But Utah.
Utah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both?
Both.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Virginia and California.
Okay. All right. Someone needs to get a dictionary.
Where should I go to grad school?
Ooh. Well, that's really bad.
I don't think I clarified enough, maybe, that, you have to give me the whole scenario.
All you have to say is, I'm looking to study X in grad school. So I guess here's how we'd give this advice. Yeah. Here's how I would give this advice. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to give this advice. It's totally...
I would say it needs to be an equal balance of good programs and cost benefit.
Absolutely.
If you're like, this is the best program ever, but you're going to go into massive amounts of debt, whatever job you get from going to that best program isn't going to benefit for you a while until you pay off your loans.
Yeah.
It needs to be a little bit balanced.
This is coming from two people who haven't gone to grad school. But
who went to a very cheap institution for undergrad.
Who know lots of people who do go to grad school.
Yeah.
And this is what I've heard from them too, right? Outside of maybe if you can go to the difference between if you're in the top 10, that's probably important.
Yeah.
But outside of that, right, if you're in the top, if you're looking at the top 50 schools, the difference in quality of education is going to be minimal. Yeah. And the difference in name recognition is going to be minimal. And that's really what's important, right? Yeah. So go for cost savings.
Yeah.
That's always my advice.
Yeah.
If I were to give people advice on where to go to undergrad, I'd say look at the cost more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Undergrad does not matter.
No. I will also say, be mindful of the rest of your life in the sense that I have a friend who goes to grad school in Arizona.
Sure.
Hates it. It's a great program. So he goes there because it's a great program. But hates his social life. But he was like, well, it's a good program, so that's why I picked it. Mm. Be mindful of
where do you want to be?
What's best for your mental and emotional state?
Absolutely.
Okay, so did that answer it?
Yeah. Hopefully that helped, but I don't know. If you're looking at going to grad school, I doubt we said anything. Here's what I'd say. Go cheap. Go cheap or go home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
If you're on the edge about where to go to the cheaper option. Or the one that gives you more money.
That's true. Okay. Mm-hmm. This one feels a little pointed.
Okay.
What should you do if you want to go on a date with one of the hosts of my favorite podcast? hoping they're talking about us being their favorite podcast.
Yeah, me too. You should man up and let us know. None of this anonymity.
Yeah.
The best piece of advice I ever got.
Yeah.
Ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I had a good friend of mine. And he said to me that he got a piece of advice from someone.
Okay.
And this someone said to him, everyone in the world has someone that they're crushing on. Oh. Not everyone, not all the time.
Yeah.
But most of us have someone who we're kind of crushing on, but we're too scared to ruin the friendship or to look dumb or to whatever. So we jump on the dating apps. Dating apps are worthless. But they're easy. There's no risk. If dating someone's important to you, you have to risk it. And anyway, great piece of advice I got from a friend who got from a friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is valid. I guess DJ's answer is just risk it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my step would be find out if that person's dating someone. And if not, ask
risk
them
it.
out. Yeah.
Okay. So get some intel and then risk it. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So, yeah. This one has a bad word, so I'm going to edit it because it's me.
Do you want me to read it?
No, because with
Oh, no, we have children who listen. Yeah.
Henry can't hear that
No,
word.
yeah, absolutely.
Poop or get off the pot. That's all that was submitted.
Poop or get off the pot?
It's not a question. It was just a statement.
Oh, this is someone submitting advice.
Yeah. And,
that's good advice for most situations.
It is. But if it's pointed at us, I feel like that's an attack. And we will be blocking this person because I know who it was. I do.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Advice for when you're hopelessly single. I'm stuck in a rut and it feels like everyone is moving on in life without me.
Okay, props to this person.
Yeah.
This is actual advice.
Yeah.
Which most of these haven't been. They've been generic.
No.
So props to you.
Yeah.
Second, and the second one was fake. Well, maybe. If you want to ask us out, I'm very flattered.
You think that was fake?
I do. Do you not?
No.
Oh.
I'm hoping.
Oh. Okay. Stuck in a rut. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go. Read it again for me.
Advice for when you're hopelessly single. I'm stuck in a rut and it feels like everyone is moving on in life without me.
Okay, first of all, again, I just have to say shout out to you. Thank you for reaching out. And for trusting us with this question. Second of all, I think the first thing you need to do is find yourself. You need to be happy and comfortable being single. So whatever that means for you, if you need to read some self-help books and, get comfortable being single, become your best self. And I don't mean work on yourself to the point of like, I'm not dating because I'm working on myself. But like start working on yourself. And then, secondly, poop or get off the pot. Right? Like you got to put in some work. Whatever that may be. If it's working on yourself, work on yourself some more. If it's you're not asking people out, then you need to ask people out. Or put yourself in situations to get asked out.
What are those situations? What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is go places, right? Like, if you get invited somewhere, go. When you're at that place, talk to the people who you're interested in. And be happy and smiley and your best self around them, right? But, like, yeah, don't just hang out with the same people because the same people clearly aren't asking you out. And then, third, I'd say do everything you can, right? Like, I hate dating apps and I think they're worthless, but they work for some people, so get on them, right? Like, do everything that's in your power to get this, but learn to be happy with yourself.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'd say.
Okay. I'm going to give it from the girl's point of view.
All right. Give it from the
Which, I'm just saying from tradition's sake.
Okay? Sure.
We're talking heteronormative
and
situations.
And we are part of a very traditional culture.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say this. I know women can ask men out.
Sure.
I get that. I get that a lot of men get freaked out by that.
Absolutely.
So I understand, trust me, I do, as a single woman,
mm-hmm.
that it can feel like you don't have
much power.
Sure. And you're kind of just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you to go and ask out guys.
Mm-mm.
Because even if a guy is semi-interested, that might turn them off. I don't quite understand it, but that's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So, if you're going to be in that situation anyway, like not getting asked out or not dating, like DJ said, enjoy your life.
Mm-hmm.
Find people that you are friends with now or that you want to become friends with and just start doing things. Because if you're going to wait for someone to ask you out, you can either wait being sad and like sitting at home waiting to be asked out, or you can wait doing fun things.
Yep.
And so it was like me and all of my roommates were like, we've all wanted to go to a hockey game again. And so we were like, we'll just go. I'm still single. Didn't meet anyone at the hockey game, but it was that, or I could be sitting at home sad that I was.
Well, and I'd say along those lines, like, it makes you a more well-rounded person, right? Yeah. Like, I had somebody tell me recently that they probably wouldn't have liked me a few years ago mm-hmm. when I was obsessed with politics, right? Yeah. Like, learning to become my best self and try new things. Like, I've been rock climbing for like a year and a half. I haven't met anyone rock climbing. Yeah. I haven't even made a friend doing it. But I'm like a more well-rounded person. I have a new interest. I can.
You have more experiences to share.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then, like DJ said, I would say you just have to be brave. Mm-hmm. And fall has been my chance that I've been trying to be brave. I'm not doing the best at it. Went to that YSA weekend conference. Didn't really chat with that many people. Had fun with the friends I already had.
Sure.
But if you, like DJ said, hang out with the same 5 people that either you aren't interested in or they aren't interested in you, you will not find someone to date. You need to diversify the people you spend time with.
So here's what I'd say if this is coming from a woman. If it's coming from a man,
you gotta just
be
brave.
Just start asking girls out, right? Even if you're not that interested, it gets you practice dating and flirting, right? Like, if this is from a woman, I'd say 3 practical pieces of advice, right? Mm-hmm. Make sure that you're saying yes to like most invitations you're getting. Mm-hmm. And then maybe make a pact with a few girlfriends and say, let's put ourselves out there. Let's invite different people to stuff. Mm-hmm. Let's do different activities. Let's be bold and be different and change something in our lives. Mm-hmm. And what's a 3rd piece of advice?
Continue living your life.
Yes, and be your best self.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps. And I hope you know that these 2 podcasters love you, anonymous person.
Yeah.
And you're not stuck in a rat.
And if you know us in real life, invite me to do something.
Yeah.
I won't speak for DJ. DJ
don't invite.
Sometimes doesn't know me hanging out.
Don't invite me.
But I would love to hang out with you, mm-hmm. male or female.
Mm-hmm.
And what if we fall in love?
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Yeah. They're probably like, I didn't want you. But that's great. Oh. All right, so next one. Best way to make friends in a new place.
Ooh, kind of similar vibes, right?
Similar. Just take out the romance.
So, number 1, I would say, and I was thinking about this today, for anyone, anywhere, regardless of your situation right now, go to church. Like, if you don't go to church right now, find, like a church that you'd be comfortable going to. I just, am so grateful that I'm part of a church community because it does make it is so easy to make friends when you're, and so when I say church, find a community.
Yeah.
Go out where it's going to be the same people every single time, right? Like, whatever that may be that you're comfortable with, find a community. Mm-hmm. That's what I'd say, number 1.
Okay. I would say everyone, mostly, wants more friends. No one is like, I'm good with friends, I don't want to meet anyone else. They might pretend that they are, but everyone is content meeting new people. Maybe except DJ. But, so just be honest. The amount of times I've said to someone, I just think you're great and I want to be your friend, I've done that many times.
Sure.
And it has always turned out that I become that person's friend.
Oh.
People like to be liked.
Yeah.
So if someone's like, oh, I like you, I want to be your friend, you're going to want to be with that person because they make you feel
Yeah.
good. And so just be honest. And also, like we said for dating, just start inviting people to things.
Yeah, I agree. I think the people who I have been surprised become friends with, it's been because they've put themselves out there, right? Like, as soon as I see someone, like, reaching, like, and I'm like, oh, they're trying to get involved, and they want to make friends, and they're, then I'm like, then they're on my mind to invite to things, right?
Yeah.
But if, like, people are just sitting there hoping to get invited, you're not gonna. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is, right?
And I'm going to be honest. You might be like Emily and DJ, huge extroverts. I tend to not like to go up to someone new. It stresses me out. I'm positive they're going to think I'm a weirdie. But guess what? You have to do it. And every time I've done it, I've benefited from it. Either by gaining a new friend or being like, I'll need to hang out with that person again. And I'm okay. So, just put yourself out there. As scary as that is.
I agree. Because I think truly you'd only need to put yourself out there like 3 or 4 times. In most cases. I'm not going to say 100%. But in most cases, you invite people 3 or 4 times, and then people start inviting you. Yeah. Hopefully sooner, but I think by 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this one we'll do quick, because, we're taking a bit.
Sure.
Where should I travel to next, internationally?
I
want to go to London next. That's mine.
Where should you travel to next? Okay. If you're looking for a vacation, Costa Rica. There's no better place. I lived there for 3 years. Highly recommend. In fact, if you do decide to go there, reach out to me and I'll give you tips.
Okay.
If you're looking for cool stuff, best place I've ever been to in my life, Cusco, Peru. Coolest place on earth.
Okay. So Peru, Costa Rica, or London? This one, I don't know. I said I was going to read them all. Your biggest insecurity. That's not
advice, or...
That's just you being nosy. So guess what? You don't get an answer.
Guys, look up the definition of advice.
It's not hard. It's really not. Oh, this is another good one.
Okay.
I've had a hard time accepting advice from my parents recently without feeling super defensive.
Ooh.
They give great advice, and I trust them to only bring up things that they've thought about and feel are important. Any tips on how I can calm the freak down?
I am the exact same way. Anytime my parents give unsolicited advice, the inside of me goes, I'm not a baby! So, biggest tip for me is just remind yourself that their parents do the same thing, and their parents' parents did the same thing, and every single person's parents do the same thing. Your parents are not unique, and they're not especially, nosy or mean.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is, what's really helped me to just not freak out, and it's become mostly a non-issue, is every time I'm starting to get advice, I just go, this is coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of listen, and then I go, I don't have to take this advice if I don't want to, but I listen with gratitude because I know it means they love me.
Okay. I agree with both of those, and I have 2 different points to add on because they're the same. Like, I agreed with DJ.
Yeah.
One is open communication. I have found that if I'm getting annoyed with something my mom is saying, if I just straight up and tell her, I'm like, I understand, and I had thought about that, and if I just state why I'm getting annoyed, it dispels it. Usually you're annoyed because you don't feel like the other person is understanding what you're feeling.
Sure, absolutely.
So if I'm sitting inside like, I get it, and she thinks I'm an idiot, and blah, 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 if I tell her, I'm like, oh no, I knew that, or blah, 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 or this is why I don't feel like that works, it usually clears it up. My second one is I saw a line the other day, and it and it was said, remember that this is the first time your parents are living too. Your parents are trying to figure it out as well.
Yeah.
And even if you have older siblings, this is their first time being a parent.
Yeah.
And so they don't know.
Yeah. They're just doing the best they can.
Grant them a little grace.
Yeah. I would also say I try to go to my parents for advice as much as possible. So then I think that they feel needed and, right, like whenever I'm thinking about something, I do go to them naturally, and I try to do it out of this desire to they can give their advice, but in a way that I've already invited, right? I think that's been helpful too.
That's true. Also, if you feel like a topic is coming up that they'll probably give you advice on, maybe preface it with being like, these are the things I've thought about and this is where I'm coming from. So that they know you've put some thought into it.
Sure.
But this is a great question. This is another genuine request.
Love it.
And we love you. How tall are you?
You guys.
I don't understand.
Do you just click the link without reading the prompt? Like, what?
Yeah. Also, like, this is an app for, like, confessions, so why did you think that was
But
necessary?
I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'8".
You're 5'8".
Yeah. I think we're the same height, but that's okay. Taco Bell is the best value for fast food.
Great.
Not wrong, but also not advice. How to like my job more.
Ooh. I don't know how to give this advice. I've had jobs I've hated at companies I've liked. And I've not been able to find a way to like it more. I think if you hate your job, you're just going to hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, if you can't find one thing, like you said, sometimes I've hated the work I'm doing, but I love my coworkers.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I hate my coworkers and my job, but I love that I get off at 5 p.m. every day.
Ooh, yeah.
Find the one thing.
Yeah.
Or just start looking for other jobs.
Yeah. I would say, too, right, if you're in a good place, meaning, like, at a good place, you like your company, you like your boss, like, talk to your boss and say, hey, can we adjust my responsibilities? This is what I like about my job, and I really don't like these things. Yeah. And is there any room for... Because, I mean, I know if I went to my boss and I was like, hey, I hate this, he'd be like, okay, let's get you off, because I'd rather give that to somebody who wants to do it. Yeah.
And rather keep you there as a happy employee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Reminder that we love you, but sometimes I don't get what you all are saying. The new iPhone software lets you set different home screens depending on your focus status, so you can limit which apps are available depending on what you're doing. Game changer for actually getting stuff done.
Great piece of advice.
Thanks so much. I appreciate that.
Here's my question. Does a different picture on your lock screen help you focus better?
I think depending on the picture you have, it's tied to what focus setting you're on.
Right, I know. So, like, if you're like, I need to get stuff done at work.
Gonna have a picture of my dog.
Yeah, like, what? I just, like, I've seen that exists. I just don't know how it would help me.
I don't either.
You know?
I think they just mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
And then the last one, they just sent this in, so I was hoping it was going to be a winner. I miss you. We miss you as well, and that's why we're back. Thank you for like the 3 or 4 of you who sent in really good questions.
I hope this helps. And anonymously tell us if it did. Same link.
Yeah, I legit can't tell who submitted these.
Yeah, so if you were like, ooh, I wanted to submit, but I didn't think it'd be anonymous. No, it's straight up anonymous. We have no idea. So keep sending them in, and, we'll do another advice podcast in the future.
Maybe a bit between now and then, figure out what advice it means. Because you all don't
maybe we'll post the definition on our story.
I didn't think that was necessary.
Yeah, for next time.
I feel like send us what you want advice on was pretty clear. But that's on me. I didn't end up graduating in PR, so that's on me.
We think too highly of our listeners, clearly.
Yeah, they've been out of touch. We've had a disconnect. We love you, but get it together. All right.
Yeah. Well, this feels great, you guys. This is like one episode that, like, we got serious.
We did. We got deep.
We got some good advice.
If you want us to have more deep episodes, let us know.
Yeah, I'm happy to go deep.
I don't know what you want to talk about that you'd want to listen to for 45 minutes, but we'll talk about it.
Is there a specific topic, a deep topic, you want to know our deepest, darkest desires on?
Or thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know.
You know what? Just go to that anonymous link. Submit whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it.
I love it.
It's November.
Oh, crazy.
We have less than 2 months to finish your hot dog quota.
I am at 24. We have 5 more.
Okay.
Easy.
I finished.
And by 24, I actually mean 25.
Okay.
Anyway.
I finished.
I know.
Me and DJ were in the same room when I finished my hot dog count. It was a great night.
I clapped for her. It was at our party.
The whole room erupted in cheers.
It was awesome.
So, if you finished, send us a DM, because your name will be entered in a raffle.
Yep. I also... Nope, I have nothing else to say. Okay. Your name will be entered in a raffle. Thank you so much for listening, you guys.
We love you.
We're back.
We're back. We're going to stick on it.
Oh, yeah.
holidays might be a little rough, but
They might be.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do our
still
very
here.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Love
See you
guys.
next week.
Bye.